What happens when you have one superpower competing against another superpower? An intense fight and a huge clash. But what if said superpowers were actual countries? Well, the byproduct of that competition, other than advancements in tech, economy, and the sorts, would be insane infrastructural developments, with the United States being the inventor and pioneer of the skyscraper. China isn't waiting around to continue being overshadowed. They're charging full blast for that #1 spot, which we'll be exploring in today's video. Welcome to Lux City. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and smash that notification bell button for more videos on the elevated life. And don't hesitate to leave a comment below and destroy that like button. I don't want to keep you waiting, so let's move on to the video. Speaking of skyscrapers, did you know that in Shanghai, one of China's most developed cities aside from the capital Beijing, the government has recently accomplished a marvelous feat of building a trio of insanely tall skyscrapers, deeming it as the official tallest and record-breaking building in the entire country. You may be wondering how this compares to the ever so equally competitive country, the United States. Let's check out the two countries and how they compare with their tallest skyscrapers in this countdown list, starting with number 7. Chicago's Willis Tower. One tall building that destroys the height of all the others in Chicago would be the famous Willis Tower. With a height of 442 meters or 1,450 feet tall, you can enjoy the beautiful view of Chicago. In fact, it's so tall that it was once known as the tallest skyscraper in the world for 25 years after its completion in 1973. That record was beaten though when Malaysia headed into the infrastructure game and built that tourist classic Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur. One of the greatest features of the Willis Tower, aside from its height, is the view. It's got the highest observation deck in the United States, standing at the 103rd floor. On a clear day, you can literally see 80 kilometers in each direction and all 4 states surrounding. We also can't forget about the biggest tourist attraction in the building, which is the ledge, a small glass box that protrudes out of the building that tourists can step on if they're not the scaredy cat type. Back in 2009, this tower was actually renamed to Willis Tower, as it used to be called the CRC, since the term on the lease is to the Willis Group that's currently renting office spaces to this day. Number 6. New York's Central Park Tower. Speaking of breathtaking views, the New York City skyline is definitely up there on the list of some of the best urban city views in the world. But there's a reason we can reach such high grounds to actually witness it firsthand. And there comes the crazy skyscrapers. To this day, mega projects are still being worked on by the United States to break those global records, like the construction of the world's tallest residential tower, for example, located in New York and very near its completion date, aka the Central Park Tower. It's the tallest in a train of sleek,